This is the story of a missionary, a couple of students, and a group of doctors, dentists, and nurses. This is the story of their reaction to poverty in the world. This is the story of their response to the question, what can I do? We all know that poverty is everywhere. Every country, every state, every community. Millions suffer from malnutrition, homelessness, lack of sanitation, disease, and death. The size and scope of these problems are overwhelming. So the question is, what can one person do about poverty and hunger? Can I really make a difference? Kirksville, Missouri. Could there be hunger here? Well, two 8th grade students wanted to find out.
Rachel and Megan were in my class several years ago, and we were talking about hunger and poverty, and the question was, are there hungry people in Kirksville? And they decided, yes, there were hungry people in Kirksville, and that something needed to be done.
Rachel and Megan saw there was a need in their community. There were needy people out there. Then they asked, what can I do about it?
They came to me one day when school had started a couple years ago and said, Mrs. Downing, we're going to do something. We're going to start a soup kitchen. And I said, you are?
And so Hope's Kitchen was born. Well, it wasn't as easy as that. Many people said it couldn't be done. They said you're too young. You aren't even old enough to drive. But what's interesting is that Rachel and Megan never gave up. And it wasn't long before, it was a couple of years, before Hope's Kitchen was serving food and friendship to needy people in Kirksville.
It's wonderful to know that we set our mind to something, we set a goal, and it's successful. There's no better feeling than that.
With all the negatives that we got before we started, it's so good to see that our project has succeeded. And even, I know our parents didn't even think that we could do it in the beginning.
Rachel and Megan asked the question, what can I do? They saw the problem. They had an idea. They volunteered. They never gave up. That's how you make a difference.
It's the most rewarding thing. Even if you can't start a soup kitchen, you should work at one because it's an amazing experience to just like you are serving people. Just like Jesus calls you to, you're serving people.
Volunteering is an amazing experience.
Kelly?
For those you help and for yourself.
Sometimes more rewarding for yourself than it is for the people.
Taking your great idea. Whose idea was that? Yours and
Me and Rachel.
In Los Angeles, a group of doctors, dentists, and nurses have answered the question of what can I do to help the poor.
Once you cross the border from San Diego, you notice a big difference in poverty. You can see the problem, the life in Mexico.
Once every other month, a group of doctors, dentists, nurses, and other helpers drive to Mexico where they set up a medical clinic. People from around the area come for medical treatment and dental work. Some haven't seen a doctor in years. And the children? Well, they come for medical attention and for fun and food.
I'm glad that I can do something for other people that I don't have. And the joy of coming here, seeing all these anxious faces waiting for us. You know, as poor as they are, it's touching for us at Christmas time how they cook all this food from all the different cultures. And then when we go to eat, they explain to us that, this is from this part of Mexico, this is from this part of Mexico. And their pride in saying that, this is all we can offer you.
These doctors, dentists, and nurses have responded to poverty by giving of their knowledge and time. They have answered the question, what can I do? By doing something.
The most important thing is doing something for others, not only just being nice. Well, at the end of the day, you always know, what did I do to other people?
Well, I ain't got no money, not a penny, no, but what I got I wanna give. Called to serve, I'm here to learn about the kingdom way to live.
Columban Father Bill Morton has asked himself the question of what can I do many times, and has answered it in an unusual way. He has decided that for him, living and working with the poor, being in solidarity with them, has made him a different person.
But one of the primary ways that God's Spirit works is to lead you to go against things that are culturally normal or normative in your life. That's the way that change can enter in. So I'm very intentional about coming here and living here. I came here and I'm living here because I want to change. I want my heart and my life to be changed.
Yo no tengo plata, para lo que quiero tengo dar.
Father Bill works along the Mexican border to serve the poor in the area. It's an area where jobs are scarce. There's no running water and limited medical treatment. Father Bill likes to bring others to the area so they can live, if only for a while, with the poor. This immersion experience makes a profound impact on people.
I've been to Mexico 3 times, and every time that I come back from each trip, I feel full of Holy Spirit and full of energy.
I believe that because of our baptism, every person is called into mission. Not just a missionary like me, every person.
Father Bill's answer to the question of what can I do is to live in solidarity with the poor, to live his life with the poor so he might be changed in the process, and so that he might make a difference.
Jesus has sent us, and we have a certain work that we are supposed to do here. We're supposed to make a difference, like the water that moistens the earth and lets the fruit come forth. We're supposed to be changing our world.
Oneness in the heart of our God. Our family is the same.
3 stories about people making a difference. They each answered the question, what can I do, in their own way. In fact, anyone can make a difference.
We were average too. And we still did it.
If you want to do something enough, it will be done, and it can be done no matter what.
We prayed and we set our mind to it, and so we did it.
Look around. Get an idea. Volunteer. Be ready. Your life will change.